today's session. It's your host, Hindu Pips on Midnight Bags, where we hop on, do some live analysis. If we catch a trade together, awesome. And as always, a reminder that this is not financial advice. We're just hopping on and see if we can catch some bags together. Hope everyone is doing well. If there's a specific topic you would like me to go over, feel free to drop it in the chat or a specific pair you want me to look at. Feel free. This is an open session. What I did today was a little bit different. I pre-marked a good amount of the currency pairs so that we kind of fly through it because there's something I do want to cover um, as we go into this session. So just 1 second. All right, first thing we always do is we pull up our economic calendar. Big day, we spoke about this last week, is tomorrow. We got FOMC. I believe it's Jerome Powell's last FOMC statement, so get some interesting volatility, I'm sure of it. And that's pretty much it for the rest of the week. We got some like GDP stuff, but the main focus day is definitely going to be tomorrow for sure. So that's where I'll be dialed in. And speaking of that, is something I want to cover is on a high volatile day like tomorrow, you don't have to be in the market. I know a lot of people will use this day to try to flip their account. They think a lot of movement in the market, they can do something super crazy and cool. But at the same time, if you're just going to gamble something like that, chances are it can go the opposite way and just go bad as well. Remember, by you following your plan and staying disciplined tomorrow and possibly not even taking a setup during the FOMC statement, you will bring more growth to yourself in the long term versus trying to catch something just to catch something, basically, that did not make any sense according to what your normal trading plan is. And if you do have a potential idea, a thought process, or an approach that could be taken is potentially less risk because the market may move like crazy and you may have to adjust to larger stop losses, but your idea might be there. Maybe exposing yourself to a little bit less risk than normal is one way to approach the market. Um, like always, do what your plan says and what your data says as well, and then go from there. As always, we're going to start off with gold. I personally, before the stream, I did catch this small move up, just a quick little scalp. I was considering shorts inside of this, just was not paying attention when this drop happened. I did have alert, so you guys can see right here. Just didn't take it. I was working on some other stuff, but overall gold. I mean, I still want more downside for sure. We did speak about this area last week. It did give a little bit of a bounce. Didn't stick, and that's okay, but it did give us a little bit of a move. Where if you took it right off this open, this definitely did shoot up a good amount. But where it's at currently, I still would love to continue finding shorts. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a quick little reset on this. Start from scratch here. See what we're working with. Always top-down analysis. As we can see on the higher time frame, we've clearly got equal lows here. So me personally, I want more shorts on gold. I think what happens is we get this push up here, maybe potentially up into here, but I like this zone here, and then us come down further. So looking at this whole zone here, going a little bit higher because quarter level I can see 75 get hit. Maybe it wants to come all the way back to 4,700, but I'm more focused on 475 personally, depending on how this goes. And with like high volatile days like tomorrow, sometimes the real move happens like 30 minutes after because there's two sessions. You have the 11 o'clock where the data gets released, and then 11:30 where he comes out and talks. I've seen market move in one direction at 11 and then the complete opposite direction at 11:30. So just be patient. See where the higher time frame target is because that's where these news events, they're just an excuse to move price in a specific direction. So personally, would love to see if we can get gold to come and short back from this area and down, coming all the way to definitely. Let's go to the left here for a second. Yeah, the fact that we don't have no wick on this candle, I can definitely see 430s get hit, even 4000s for sure. So this is a potential area like would like to see tomorrow, see what happens. I'm open to having this exposed out a little bit more. Really depends on how price delivers tomorrow. But basically, these are my zones, what I'm looking at for gold to short down. Actually, let's do this here. So if we break and close below that, then you can see this coming down here as well, like another way to approach it. Just make sure I save this so I can send it to our squad later on. Alright, so that's gold. Pretty simple. We're going with the trend, which lately has been obviously downtrending. We get this pullback, and then we continue shorting down. Ultimately, long term, I definitely see this wick getting taken out, coming back to 4100. Because we've always covered big wicks get taken out. That's what I learned from my educators. So that's what I've seen in the market as well, and that's what I'm going to stick to based off the data. Currently, I am not fully in favor of attempting anything yet on gold. We'll see how the London body comes in. We did play off of this little trap candle here, but right now it's just ranging. So I'm okay with being patient on this. Maybe we get one more push down and then we start rallying up for a London session. Because going into tomorrow, I want to see this start recovering up before we sell off. That's my bias on gold personally. Moving into silver, similar zone. So, and also we did have the zone from last week for silver. If you did take it, did give you a 1 to 2. So it gave you a decent move. Direction was right in terms of like at least scalping this. Currently, I would like to see similar play. This rally back up to us continue shorting down. I would like to see silver come into the zone and come all the way down to here and take out 69.5 for sure. Like this is a pretty easy, obvious target. So I'll leave that there. Moving on to indices. I haven't marked up the indices yet. Only I think Nasdaq is the only one. I do like this zone to see if we can get a push up to continue shorting off. This is off of a 2 hour area that I'm interested in. Make sure I got alerts. Yep. Would like to see that get touched and then us short down. What's convincing more and more is the fact that we haven't even filled this gap. I want to see these wicks get taken out and this gap getting filled. Ultimately, I want to see Nasdaq come back down to 26, 350-ish range for sure. And then if we get this huge jump, that would be insane. Um, but I do like this 2 hour trap candle that Nasdaq has inside of here, personally. So we got alerts set for that. Let's see if US 30 has anything different. Dang, this was some choppy price action from Thursday. Dang, yeah. US 30 is a little bit different because we still maintain equal highs. We've got this imbalance up here. So personally with US 30, this one I'd rather sit on my hands on. I like NASDAQ play a lot better than US 30 right now. I think US 30's got way too much liquidity on both ends for me to attempt anything. So I want to see it show its hand first. If it does break above here, I'm just going to take a simple break and retest from this 900 level and take a quick scalp up. That's easy like 200 points here. We'll see something like this. If we get close above, if we just get a quick spike up and then down, we have a lot of downside target. But US 30 definitely does not look as good as how NASDAQ is setting up for us off of this 2 hour zone. Just a quick reminder, all these zones, are going to be reevaluated once the news and price action comes out. I don't do any limits. I always market execute because I have to see market conditions also make sense. So just to be aware of that. Gold might be potentially setting up for a little short here, like a little scalp. The volume looks good on this. I'm going to attempt a small position if we can get a pullback. That was the move. Let's see on his speed. Is it worth it? I would only take it down to here. 82, 100 pips, yeah. Give me a little pullback and wait check. We'll see. We'll let this 15-minute close too. Because this level is holding up pretty well. So maybe if we get a break and close below this level, we can short down. So we'll be a little bit patient on that. Let's see what SPX is looking at. SPX, I can see going higher. Coming up into here, we do have this candle with no wick on SPX. Ultimately, I want to see shorts on SPX specifically because of this little liquidity that's built up here. And then eventually us coming down to take out this wick over here for sure. So we'll see if this area holds. One target's here, another target's down here. You got alert set. Gold is looking good here. I thought it would pull back into this imbalance. We didn't. That's okay. If it pulls back, then I'll attempt. But if it doesn't, it's all good. Covered silver, oil. I do like to see oil short, but inside of this larger area. I want to see oil come up into here, and then us short back down here. Another possibility is seeing if we can come retest this level here one more time and potentially get some buys. I highly doubt it. Everything's pretty efficient here. So personally, I'd just wait for the sells unless we get a more clean setup for oil. My USD peso, two scenarios. So right now, with how, let's just look at the dollar quick. Our dollar zone's been playing out, and it's the same bias as last week. Dollar down for some rebalancing, and then continue higher. That's why we want gold to continue down, because dollar up. So the bias and the direction's been right. Given those factors into account, uh, peso is in a weird situation because we do have liquidity resting here. We could get a spike down and then go up. Well, how things are building up, I think we get the move up first. This might stay intact for the future. It's in a weird spot, but that's just two scenarios to keep in mind on the Swiss. This was our zone from last week. I am adjusting. Like it gave a little bit of reaction right here, but not what I was looking for. Given where the dollar is at, reevaluating it, I would much rather attempt shorts inside of here if I was going to attempt anything. We do have this liquidity resting up here. For USD CAD, we spoke about both of these two zones. This one played out today in the morning, so this one's running in profit, a solid 80 pips. It's a currency pair, so don't expect it to move it super fast, but the way this is looking, I mean, you have a nice upside daily target to go to, so clear imbalance, so that makes sense in my eyes 100%. So if you're on last week's session, you're in that. This is still running. I still see this continue to go higher. We've got all these wicks to get taken out, so no potential reentry yet. I mean, It is playing off this 4 hour. If you wanted to attempt something tighter inside here, you can, but personally, I would just wait. What's up, GR? Snipes, welcome in. NZD USD, I would like to see a quick little drop down and rebalance, um, uh, and then potentially go higher. We'll have to look at where dollar is at too once we hit this zone. NZD JPY, the yens, I'm not too happy with how price action is developing. If I do attempt any sort of shorts inside of here, it would have to be a quick little spike up and then volume decrease and us breaking close below this level to come down. Like this is a pretty obvious target. I'm just not going to be super aggressive in terms of forcing the shorts because of the fact that we do have on a larger scale potentially more room to go up here, like all this here. Let's look to the left. Yeah, like there's more imbalance. That's why this would be definitely more of an aggressive approach, but something I am keeping an eye on. NZD CAD, definitely more downside for this. It's just a matter of do we see this area hold or do we see it get raided and then us come down? So that's one aggressive way to approach it. A safer way to approach it would be this obviously as a key level. Just take a break and close, break and retest off of this, wait for candle to close, and then come down and take out these equal lows. This is the pretty obvious one to play. And I should have just executed gold right here. I thought I would get the pullback, but it's all good. The reason I had these biases earlier was we had this little 5 minute trap candle. Volume was showing strong selling pressure. Even when we retraced here, buying volume wasn't really increasing. Um, so this was your potential move. And simple, just to bring it down to this candle with no wick. If it goes lower, cool. But say if you took it based off of the body, stop at this high, still hit over a 1 to 2. I think after we run this low, we might hold up here because I do like how this down candle rebalanced the price action here. So I'm curious if we run this one more time or we just hold this little zone right here and then continue higher. So this definitely something I'm going to be keeping an eye on, which I need to make sure I set my levels. Back to currency pairs. Sorry for the quick deviation. GP Swiss, definitely want to see this go higher. I do like this weekly point of interest. If we can get one more pullback here and us continue higher, we've got clear like upside target wicks to take out. So I do like some swing position setting up potentially on GP Swiss. Again, with the news, we'll still have to see how deep things pull back. GP odd, I still see downside. I want to see this come down lower, personally. I'm not convinced fully yet on the buys. I want more structure to show me, but I want to see GP odd lower. GU played off of this nice little trap candle here off this 2 hour. Same type of entry I always look for. Now where it's at, I would like to see GU. I have an alert set. Yes, I do. Pull back one more time into this candle and us short down to rebalance the price action here. So like this is GP area for sure. And this all really depends on how news holds out tomorrow. So ideally price action right about there and seeing something like this. A safe stop is technically up here. You still hit a 1 to 3. But I do like how where this is at. I want to make sure I save this. Just a second. And the same thing with EU. I want more downside. As the setups are pretty obvious, they're aligning up. Personally, I think GU looks a little bit more solid, but both of them are pretty obvious. If EU can rebalance, we might potentially go a little bit lower here. Take this out. but downside for sure. Rest of the pairs weren't super enticing to be honest. Everything else is kind of just chilling, moving sideways personally. I think the big focus will be gold and Nasdaq for me tomorrow. I will keep an eye on oil. We'll see how things develop out. In terms of crypto, our daily zone we had here, still holding up overall. I can definitely see us getting some shorts. Would like to see if this 4 hour holds up, and then us short down into like 72,000 again. And if that holds, then we go potentially higher. But my thing is the way this is building up, I still see from a technical point of view, we've got liquidity imbalance. I still see 68, 69,000 basically. Make it easier. I can still see us coming back down there. We can take a quick look where stocks are at. Snapchat buys, we've been talking about them. Our educators guided us on it. We are up currently, which is awesome. I'm planning to definitely continue holding this. If I can add more, I will, but we've got a clear target here at $9. Um, and then if this actually really runs, you got $20. That's like a long term. I have contracts out. This is not financial advice or anything, but like personally, I have contracts out for the following year, basically. I'm okay with holding this and adding to it too potentially. I heard Spirit had a pump up. Someone was talking about it. So is it this one? What's the ticker for it? Let's take a look at this. Is it this? I don't think it's this. Huh, I have to find a ticker. I don't know why it was not popping up. Or do I have the wrong one? Oh yeah, this is the pop-up. Yeah. So I did see that they were trying to like about to declare bankruptcy, and then this popped up. I think this is different though. Yeah, it has to be different. Sorry about that, guys. This did see reports of increased flight prices. Hood, I'm still waiting for 60. I suppose it's coming lower. Weeble, we'll keep an eye around like $6 and even 5 or 3. If we get a quick little spike down, then I'm gonna look to get in. Could be a nice little move. Just look at something. Okay. This is something we were considering. I'm gonna take a look at that again. I want to look at the contracts for it because this looks very tempting from at least a technical point of view. Okay, got that. Okay, all right. Just had to look at this for fun. I think this is almost at zero. Apple, our zone did play out. We're looking at pop up, come back down. Everything else is in. I think there was some news about. Oh yeah, this is when I think when Trump was talking about reducing federal regulations on it or classification. Don't quote me on that, but I remember seeing some posts about it. WBD. We might get some potential shorts on this. I might look to write some shorts on WBD. I'll see how the contracts are. Basically, literally the area it's in right now. just to come back down to $15 and then look for some more buys. But I like WD buys. Sorry, WD shorts, two buys. Yeah, this could be a decent move. Well, I'm gonna have to look at the contracts for sure. Okay, so gold did just come into there. Did we make more lows? I think we might get this low around here. I'm not liking how price is developing personally. Like the hourly volume wise, we didn't increase. We started increasing selling pressure. This 4 hours still has 2.5 hours left. These were weak candles. But yeah, volume, but it's like it's trying so hard to close. Pretty weak. It's 30 minutes about to close. We'll see how it closes and then we can run it from there. I'll see if I attempt anything inside here because all this looks pretty good. I can check one thing real quick. And then what about this candle itself? Okay, so there is still more true imbalance on that. Keep an eye. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it for me. If you are in the community, I will send out, especially the gold and NASDAQ zones and the GU one for my biases. If you're not in the community and this is your first time watching or you've been enjoying the sessions from the other in-house Powerhouse members, feel free to reach out at our page. Again, none of this is financial advice. Just want to repeat that. Good luck, safe trading tomorrow. Remember, trade responsibly. Do not force anything. It's just not worth it. And quality over quantity. As always, if you guys never need any help, feel free to reach out to the squad, and we are more than happy to work with you. Take care, everyone.